is that person most at risk? Please meet tomorrow's child. Without a name and unseen face and knowing not your time or place, tomorrow's child, though yet unborn, I met you first last Tuesday morning. A wise friend introduced us to, and through his sobering point of view, I saw a day that you will see, a day for you, but not for me. Knowing you has changed my thinking, for I never had an inkling that perhaps the things I do might someday somehow threaten you. Tomorrow's child, my daughter's son. I'm afraid I've just begun to think of you and of your good, though always having known I should. Begin I will, to weigh the cost of what I squander, what is lost, if ever I forget that you will someday come and live here too. But tomorrow's child has spoken to me every day since with one simple but profound truth, which I presume to share with you as only elders can do. We're all part of the web of life, all of us. The continuum of humanity, sure, but in a larger sense, the web of life itself. And we have one crucial question to answer, the question that frames every life's story. Will I hurt the web of life, or will I help it? For you, it's your choice. But the right choice implies so much fundamental transformational change that I submit an era of unprecedented creativity and innovation is called for in every organization around the world. In my 53 years of business experience, creativity in an organization is unleashed by bold, visionary leadership that sets aspirations so high they take the breath away. I once talked to a NASA scientist during that period after the Apollo series of moonshots. He told me NASA was floundering, beset with low morale. People who had put men on the moon were bailing out. When I asked him why, he made the most amazing statement. He said that President Kennedy's challenge to put a man on the moon and return him safely to Earth before the end of the decade of the 60s turned out to be too easy. Kennedy's vision, as ambitious as it seemed, was not ambitious enough. Having put men on the moon, NASA had nothing more to challenge them. I very much had that in mind when we launched our sustainability initiative at Interface in 1994. I challenged our company to go clear to the top of Mount Sustainability. I challenged them to go clear to the top, that point at the top representing zero impact, zero footprint by the year 2020. Today we call this Mission Zero. And 15 and a half years later, we're more than 60% of the way to zero footprint, with 10 and a half years to go. It's not a program of the week or the month or even of the year. It's the program of a lifetime. For example, total energy intensity is down 41%. Fossil fuel energy intensity is down 55%. Net greenhouse gases are down more than 90% in absolute tonnage. Water usage is down 83%. Electricity is 89% from renewable sources. A third of our smokestacks and 71% of our effluent pipes have been eliminated, obviated by process changes. 93,000 tons of used product have been salvaged at the end of life and given life after life in closed-loop material flows with no sacrifice of quality. 96 million square yards of climate-neutral carpet have been produced and sold since 2003. Zero net greenhouse gases from wellhead to reclamation, third-party verified. More than 100,000 trees have been planted to offset the greenhouse gases from 196 million airline passenger miles. 35% of raw materials come from renewable sources. Recycled content is as high as 70% in some of our products. And waste elimination savings of $419 million have funded the entire sustainability initiative, rendering the mountain climb self-funding. Remembering Kennedy, I also challenged the people of Interface to make our company a restorative company, doing good for the earth, not just no harm, putting back more than we ourselves take. When they heard this, they responded with incredulity. They said, that sounds like perpetual motion. How do you do that? And we talked about it, and we concluded that if we could develop a clear meaning of sustainability and a clear goal for Interface, and could begin to move in a demonstrable, measurable, transparent, credible way toward that goal, we might influence others to move too. And that's how we could become restorative, through the power of influence. As weird as it sounds, the Interface has a long way to go to the top of Mount Sustainability as we define it, zero footprint. I expect we're already restorative through the power of influence. Here's my second punchline. As Amory Levin says, if it exists, it must be possible. If we, a petro-intensive company, can do it, anybody can. If anybody can, it follows logically that everybody can. Thank you.